Show is on the air. Seattle Mariners. It's in. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander. On him.
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think so far this season there hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that
the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bat.
Bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a two-hit effort. First offering on its way. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Row, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Check by Hernandez. The pitch struck him out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. I was so impressed with him last month. He had 25 runs batted in. I was looking through the stats and it said 25 RBIs, and I had to do a double take. That's when you're picking up your team and helping them win games, too.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Pitch popped up. Seager has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
In now, Javier Baez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The at-bat on its way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez, commonly known as King Felix, of course. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00. And that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. Up next, a former first-rounder, Tim Beckham. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Fly ball out toward right field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is foul right side. Haniger stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2. takes this the other way to right. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. We are still scoreless. Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Schwarber.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove and the leadoff man is aboard.
In now, David Bodie. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Schwarber gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2 pitch from Felix. Got him.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman. Plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. He's set. Here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Ryan.
This one's down to third. To his left, Bodie. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bottom of the second here with no score. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 8, the second baseman, number 39.
Play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Mariners are down on 4 pitches. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Here's Ben Zobrist now. The head-to-head history with King Felix comes in with 6 hits in 39 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 12 times as well. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. First offering on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And in to bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Well, there's a shot of King's Court, the cheering section devoted, of course, to today's Mariners starter Felix Hernandez. Fans have a great time down there in the left field corner, and it's really become a staple here in Seattle.
Yeah, and he's been the cornerstone of this Mariners organization for a lot of years now, Matt. So it's really great to see these fans rally behind him every time he toes the rubber. And they really go crazy when he strikes a guy out. It's a big party down there.
Yeah, he's really meant a lot to this organization and this fan base over the years, so it's great to see them support him in such a cool way. Out in front of it, strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Back now for the Mariners' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So with 1 away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Coming to the plate now, D. Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There's Baez. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. So far this season, Beckham is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster. So the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Number 10 for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
The third baseman, number 13.
Into the box, David Bodie. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Here comes the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Broxton looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. No balls and a strike to count. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Seager fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mariners nothing. Digging in, Mitch Haniger. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Schwarber on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Seattle, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors on the Seattle line score so far. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump.
The catcher,
so far
2.
this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Lester gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail it here 3-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Bryant. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guy. Here's Javier Baez. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Haniger going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The relay throw, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. Santana is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For the Mariners,
good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the first baseman,
stepping up to the plate,
Ryan.
Ryan Healy. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. It's a solo home run for Ryan Healy, number 10 for him on the year, and the Mariners are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana.
Left fielder.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mariners are back within 1 at 3-2 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty D, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Number 39 swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
The center fielder,
for me, check swings
4,
are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Schwarber. 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 9.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next is Speedy D. Gordon. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Digging in now, Tim Beckham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Behind 0-2 now. Gordon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the third baseman.
The next Cub up, David Bote. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ready now, Jason Hayward. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs. He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Shoots this one over to first. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mariners 2.
Leading off for the Mariners, the right fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Henniger.
And this is knocked down on the mound. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in, Kyle Seager. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Henniger on at first, nobody out. And he struck him out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's
Now
4
batting,
strikeouts
catcher.
in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box now. Tom Murphy. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
In there, no balls and a strike. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. They trail 3-2. Austin Adams is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away. Fouled off. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Albert Almora. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now here it comes. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Standing in, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line. Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
1-2 as he chases the slider. The 1-2 pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Pops this one up. Healy ranging into shallow right. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Murphy over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Get up and stretch now here in the Great Northwest. The Cubs are on top, 3-2. Digging in and looking for more, Domingo Santana. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. And there's 1 down now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No offer at that one. It's a called strike.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Here's Zobrist now at second. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
The center fielder.
So striding in, Keon Broxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mariners are down in order. They're down 3-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Javier Baez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
From the stretch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back to back to back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Kyle Schwarber will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Now the 2-0. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. His 2nd of the game. And it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
The third baseman, number 13, David Bodie.
In now, David Bodie, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be
Now
circled on that lineup part because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Now the 1-0. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Leading off the inning, D. Gordon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch popped straight up. Oh, and he misses it. So stepping in, Tim Beckham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Almora. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Two-run shot to straightaway center. And just like that, this ball game is all tied. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be off for John Lester. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Kyle Ryan is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody
now
out.
For Chicago, number 56, Kyle.
Stepping in now, Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Ryan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He
Now
hadn't
batting,
used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do?
Kyle
He uses it, pulls the string,
Seager.
and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Kyle Seager, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That was a big strikeout there, guys.
Now
the
batting,
best pitchers
catcher,
have the ability to strike
Shaw.
guys out when they really need
Murphy.
to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Tom Murphy. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 out, nobody on. The bouncer to the left side. Bodie charging in on it, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. 9th inning coming up, all even now at 4 apiece. Jason Bradford will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Bradford.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner to center field, and that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Go ahead run at first, nobody out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here's the first pitch. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. This is line to left. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Strike 2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. A tie game headed to the last of the 9th, and the Mariners look to celebrate in the Emerald City. Steve Cishek comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 41, Steve Cishek.
Settling in now, Ryan Healy. He went deep back in the 5th.
For the Mariners, the first baseman, Ryan Healy.
Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batter.
Digging in to try it again. Number 39. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with two men out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is Almora. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The M's came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Jason Bradford claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners